Hey, what's up YouTube fam? Welcome back to Anime Beast. I'm thrilled to have you here with me today for another exciting video. In today's video, we're diving deep into the most requested anime series, My Love Story with Yamadakun LV 999. Whether you're a seasoned viewer or new to the channel, I guarantee you're in for a treat. So sit back, relax, and let's jump right into it. Episode 1, College Student. Akane Kinoshita's life took an unexpected turn for the worse when her boyfriend Takuma ended their relationship unexpectedly. It turned out to be a woman he met through the online game Forest of Savior, FOS, which Akane had been playing just to talk to him. He told her that he had found someone else he liked. Akane was left in a state of shock as a result of this unreasonable situation, and she attempted to cope by taking out her frustrations on a character in FOS. It was there that she became acquainted with Yamada, a fellow member of the same guild that she belonged to. Akane didn't intend to spill the beans to Yamada about the end of her relationship, but the two of them ended up having a conversation that ended up having a significant impact on Akane's life. Episode 2. Akane has a chance encounter with Yamada while she is participating in an offline FOS event. Nevertheless, she gets an overwhelming desire to introduce Yamada as her new boyfriend when she runs into her ex-boyfriend, along with her ex-boyfriend's new girlfriend. Akane goes to an establishment that serves izayaka, gets drunk there, is looked after at Yamada's house, and then loses a distinguishing accessory in an effort to make amends. Akane made contact with Yamada, whom she had previously encountered in the FOS guild room, in an effort to track down the accessory. Yamada, on the other hand, ignores her, gives her the cold shoulder, and reprimands her for using the armory. Episode 3. After Akane's disastrous experience at a singles mixer, she logs on to FOS and accidentally overhears conversations between Yamada and Rurihime, which leads her to believe that the two are dating. This is even more depressing for her than the mixer. At college, she meets a guy from the mixer whose name she can't remember. However, she chooses to ignore him when she sees Yamada talking to a girl who she believes to be Rurihime, which causes her to feel even worse about herself. She makes the conscious decision to steer clear of FOS for the foreseeable future. However, Rurihime unexpectedly invites her to a cafe mixer for the entire guild, including Yamada. Akane has a hard time following the directions to the cafe, but a dashing guy who is also a member of the guild offers to help her out because he knows the way. Akane is embarrassed when the girl she greeted as Rurihime while Yamada was with her turns out not to be Rurihime at all. A flashback to the night that Akane slept drunk at Yamada's apartment reveals that she did not pass out immediately after drinking. Instead, she began crying over Takuma, and Yamada comforted her and held her until she fell asleep. Episode 4. Akane was present at an offline meeting that was organized by the Chocolate Rabbit Guild and held in the collaboration cafe of the Forest of Savior. She was able to identify Yamada and a woman who looked very much like Princess Ruri. However, she was unable to recognize Eita or a man named Kamota, who were also present. During the self-introductions that were led by Yamada, it was revealed that Kamota, also known as Takezo, was a strawberry farmer. Akane had never seen Kamota in FOS before, so this was a new person for her to meet. In addition to this, it turned out that Eita, the other person, was the owner of an unexpected character in the video game that Akane had encountered. Episode 5. Yamada tutors Runa on Saturdays, but he's undecided about telling Akane. Akane calls Runa from the restroom after discovering that Runa set her up on a blind date with a middle-aged man who thinks Rurihime is Akane. He thinks Akane is Rurihime. Yamada sees Runa avoiding the phone, confirming her prank on Akane. The man follows Akane to the bathroom, frightening her. Yamada chastises Runa for exposing Akane to a potential internet stalker. Yamada informs Eita that Runa paired Akane with a random Rurihime superfan. Akane's leg injury is everyone's rescue priority. Eita is furious, but the man was checking to see if Akane was sick in the bathroom, and she heard her leg falling over. Eita's furious. Yamada regrets hiding the prank. Runa apologizes after realizing she endangered Akane. Akane took Runa aside to discuss Eita's reprimand. After Runa admits her wrongdoing, they reconcile. Akane impressed Yamada. The superfan, who thinks Rurihime is her, proposes marriage, which is rejected. Episode 6. The flashbacks show that Runa's parents and Eita indulged her every whim, which led to her childlike egotism and inability to form real-life relationships. She then met Akane, whom she considers a friend, despite knowing that she is older and has other friends. However, she loves Akane. Runa gets upset about sharing Akane with Momo, another Akane friend. Akane feels closer to Yamada after he apologizes for an insensitive statement and uses an emoji to express his regret. Eita and Runa send Yamada to Akane's house to fix her computer's short circuit, which prevents her from playing FOS. Yamada's unexpected gratitude for Akane's frozen meals lifts her mood. Runa thinks Eita was right and that Akane may be Yamada's perfect partner. Eita suggests Runa push Akane onto Yamada for a lucky pervert scene for a love comedy ending, but Yamada injures his eye. Runa fails. Runa partially succeeds when Akane presses their faces together to look into Yamada's eye. Yamada is startled by the woman's proximity and leaves, claiming he forgot his computer repair tools. Episode 7. After purchasing a beverage, Yamada rudely rejects the staff member, who is a recent alumna from his alma mater, when she inquires about his identity. This causes the young woman to become upset. Upon his return, he discovers Akane and Runa sleeping, and Akane has now pulled Runa's hair behind her ear. Because he was feeling guilty, he untied her hair but didn't wake her up. When Yamada opens Akane's door, she is greeted by Takuma, who is Akane's former boyfriend. Takuma is shocked to see Yamada in Akane's house but is confident that Yamada is not dating Akane, which irritates Yamada on Akane's behalf. Takuma is concerned about how she is doing, but comes to the conclusion that her seeing him will make her more upset. Akane is able to hear everything, but she doesn't mind it at all. She notices that her hair is down, and Yamada admits that he did it, but he is unable to explain the reason why, which causes her confusion. Akane finds work at a convenience store close to the college she attends. After Akane got her laptop fixed, she went back to playing FOS, and there she met Takezo for the first time. Akane discovered that Takezo's avatar was a miniature micronest that was perfect for his dungeon exploration. Eita requests that Akane help her clear a dungeon as payment for the repair of her laptop. At school, Yamada is approached about taking part in the festival pageant, but he declines the offer right around the time that Eita tells him that he, Runa, Takezo, and Akane will be attending the festival as FOS representatives. Episode 8. Akane notices Runa's stress at the festival. Akane decides to let Yamada finish class while she recovers. Yamada sees her and immediately greets her, making her smile. A nurse says Runa is hungry, so Akane and Yamada take her to the food stalls, but jealous girls delay them. Eita says they should date since the rumors started, embarrassing Akane, who runs away. Yamada stops Eita by using her first name. He apologizes. Akane asks him what he would have done if she'd agreed to date him. She's surprised when Yamada says he hasn't considered it because he thinks she's too good for him. Yamada's classmate Okamoto replaces him in the pageant, angering the women and pleasing the men. Episode 9. Yamada sees Akane at her convenience store job and asks him to wait because she has cooked him healthy meals again. Her co-workers are surprised. Yamada saves her from a bicycle, causing her to question whether she can love him. Runa is worried a new female player will steal Akane. Akane is surprised Yamada invited a classmate. Tsubaki, a classmate, seems to have a crush on Yamada and dislikes the idea of him with other girls, getting irritated when he calls Akane. She asks Yamada if he likes Akane, but despite remembering her fondly, he cannot answer. Akane calls Runa to say she can't play FOS that night while Yamada tutors her, due to working overtime, not eating, and the doctor's clinic being closed for the weekend. Akane's cold worsens, and she becomes seriously ill. She trips while shopping. Yamada saves her. In her confusion, Yamada picks her up to take her to her apartment. Episode 10. Tsubaki misses Yamada and remembers falling in love with him after he beat her in another online game. She worries she lost him by waiting. Yamada also told Tsubaki about a classmate who was bullied for having a crush on him and transferred schools. Yamada stopped dating girls, so Tsubaki waited to confess. Yamada takes Akane to the hospital and brings her home afterward. She wakes up with no memory and is alarmed to find Yamada asleep in her apartment. After realizing his help, she cries. Akane's explanation of her breakup helps Yamada understand the situation better. Yamada helps her with a leg cramp caused by dehydration, making him laugh. She realizes she feels safe with him, even though she's on her bed. Yamada leaves in the morning, even though Akane misses him. Episode 11. Akane, who was still awake at that early hour of the morning, found herself in her room with Yamada. The time was 2 in the morning. They were the only people there, just the two of them. Akane carefully monitored her temperature in the vain hope that her extremely high fever would eventually come down. Because Yamada took such good care of her, Akane was able to recover from her illness. The first time she interacted with Tsubaki, a new member of her guild, was after a significant amount of time had passed since she had last logged into FOS. The two of them immediately engaged in a boss fight, but they had a difficult time overcoming its formidable defense. In the end, they ran out of time, and the boss got away. But the fact that they worked together to solve the problem quickly strengthened their relationship with Tsubaki. Akane called Yamada after logging out of the game to inquire about the best strategy for taking down the boss, but they ended up having a lengthy discussion instead. Akane came to a conclusion at this juncture, which marked a significant turning point in her life. And that's a wrap for today's video. I hope you enjoyed diving into the world Akane and Yamadakun with me. If you found this video entertaining, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Anime Beast for more amazing content like this. Also, make sure to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. If you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, leave them in the comments section below. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take care and stay awesome.